Today, we're going to be talking about preventing burnout. And preventing burnout is pretty much a mindset. And to help have that mindset, you need to take the time to list the things that can help you calm down. Now, one of the things that I want to help you to understand is the 3 T's. So I'm going to put out a lot of different things in my videos, and what I would hope that you could do is to do the 3 T's. You're going to try things, you want to take what works for you, and you want to toss what doesn't work for you. So as I was saying, you need to have a mindset. So one of the things that you can do is to list things that take only about 5 minutes or less. And so those are easy things like, maybe doodling, or put your hand over your heart, or a breathing exercise. One of my favorites is called triangle breathing. And the main goal is to breathe longer out than you breathe in. So triangle breathing goes like this. You breathe in for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you hold it for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you repeat. You could try a yoga pose, and I'm sitting, but let's do a warrior pose, or that direction. Or we could do a tree pose, which is really easy when you're sitting down. The trick when you're doing it standing up is that you're supposed to do it on one leg. So you can do it next to a wall too, so that you can balance yourself on that one leg. But you get a tree pose. And these are things that you can do throughout the day, and you have easy access to. The other thing are flow state activities, hobbies, like painting, playing music. Netflixing maybe. And one of the things that you might want to do, especially if this is something that is truly flow for you, where you don't recognize the time passing, is to have a gentle alarm. We do that when we have restorative yoga. My yoga instructor has like tinkling bells that ring when it's time for us to change a pose, because you don't want to get jarred out of your flow state. You want to ease out of your flow state. Then there are also things that you can plan out to do during the week, where you could have like more than one yoga pose, which would be more like a yoga session. A nap maybe, because a nap is very relaxing. A bubble bath, meditation, as I said, painting, doodling, journaling, mental visualization. Just imagine that you're someplace other than where you are. You could ask for a hug. You could give yourself a hug. You could pet a dog or a pet of some sort. You could read. You can play an instrument, as I said. You could hum. You could sing, and I won't do that for you. You could dance. You could make a vision board. Many different things that you could do. And so you can break these things into the daily things and put them into your day. You can plan that you're going to have a bath and how relaxing that could be. You could go for a walk. I walk my dog pretty frequently. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I am in the park with my dog. There she is. And I am able to take a moment to get a little walking in. And usually my neighbors are here that also have dogs, and we get to talk, and so I get a little bit of social time, and that's another nice thing to do. But then I also get to see my dog things. She was rolling, and of course when I video her she's not gonna roll, right, Ziggy? Ziggy! Hi, sweetie. That's my dog. I also usually walk, I try to walk 10,000 steps every day. Sometimes I do more, and every now and then I do less. But the thing that I try to do to keep going is that if I don't do it one day, I just try not to do 2 days where I don't do it. So that seems to help. It's okay to do, miss a habit. It's okay to miss a habit one day, maybe even 2 days, but try not to do 3 days in a row. You could do some kind of art. And these things that you could schedule during your week, if you have a list, you could just have a time where you're going to partake in something. And as I said, we had the 5-minute things that you can do pretty much whenever you have time to do it, and these things that you plan to do. And in fact, a great idea is to plan a date with yourself. I remember when I was younger, my mother, I was going to go to the movies, and I complained to my mom that I had called all my friends and nobody was available to go to the movies with me. And my mom said, "Why don't you go by yourself?" Huh. And I realized that I had a mindset that said that I had to go to the movies with somebody. And so I freed myself of that mindset, and I went to the movies by myself. I saw My Fair Lady, indicating how old I am now. Anyway, I saw My Fair Lady and I enjoyed it by myself. So you can learn to do things by yourself. So as I was talking about earlier, you are going to have a date with yourself. You might have a date chilling and Netflixing. You might have a date of a picnic where you just eat outside for a change, or maybe you take yourself to a restaurant. I had a date where I got my hair done, and so I enjoyed myself doing that. Let's see. You could also window shop. And so, if you take the time to identify these good for you moments, you will find that they are easier to access and easier to do because you've thought of them ahead of time. Some of the things will require that you prepare for them, and so you want to have those things set aside so that you can be ready to do them. When you are a multi-passionate person, you need to make sure that you take the time for yourself so that you can enjoy all those passions and not be overwhelmed. And that's the whole idea of preventing burnout.